How to pass Skate UK level 5. So our first exercise on this level is going to be forward crossovers. So you need to do these in both directions. The easiest way to do this is to find a big hockey circle, and you're going to hug the circle with your arms. Look where you're going. Look into the circle instead of out of the circle. You want to pick one foot up, so the foot that's on the outside of the circle, and you're going to pick it up and put it over the skating foot. So there's two parts of the push that we need to really focus on. So the first one is the first part of the push. So you're going to push your outside leg and you're going to extend it behind you. So you want to make sure that you're locking your leg off. And then the second part is a under push. So once you've put your foot over, you want to push with the foot that is going to be extended at the back. So you can see right here. There you go. You want the weight to be towards the back of the blade during the glide, so you don't just want to be on your toe picks. And practicing your crossovers, you'll find one way miles easier than the other way. So remember to put the work in and practice it the other way, even though it's so frustrating because you're literally doing the same thing, but just the other way around. So keep going and it will get easier in the end. Forward outside 3 turns. So again, you want to do this in both directions. It's easier if you start this on a semicircle, so you can use one of the hockey goals if your rink's got them. So you want to start with your arms facing out of the circle, and then as you turn, they'll be facing in at the end. So you want to rotate the body into the circle to start the turn, and you also want to twist the feet and the hips to make sure that you get the turn. Think about your weight being on the front of the blade towards the ball of the foot. Also, when you're doing the 3-turn, you're going to start with your knees bent, and then as you go over the turn, you're going to rise, and then here's the rise, and then you're going to bend again on the landing position. So if you're really still struggling with this, you can go back to practicing it on 2 feet, which we did at an earlier level. If you're still struggling as well, you can work on your edges, just the forwards and backwards edges, without actually turning, and then you can put the turn back on later on. Now we've got backwards open chassis, so you're going to do this in both directions, and you're going to do this around the big hockey circle. So you're going to do a backwards push and then extend the leg that you've pushed with, and then lift the inside foot up approximately 1 to 2 inches off the ground. So have your arms hugging the circle again. Look where you're going. So ideally look into the circle or down your back arm. That should make it easier for you. And then start really slowly. You will pick up speed as you're doing this. The more pushes you do, you'll get faster. So yeah, just take your time practicing both ways. Next exercise on level 5 is stepping from a backwards inside edge to a forwards inside edge. So for this, you're going to do both directions as always. Then you're going to make sure that your arms are hugging the circle. So you're going to be moving backwards to start with. So you're going to start with like a little half lemon push. So you can see, and then pick your free foot up, and then you're going to keep it low and close to your other one, so that it's easier for you to step on, and then step onto it and extend your back leg. Keep looking the way that you're going as well. The last exercise on this level is 2-foot backwards slalom. So this is a really nice exercise to do. You want to be doing 10 meters as a minimum. So you're going to be making sure that you're bending your knees and your ankles, and you want your weight towards the front of the blade, towards the ball of the foot, because if you go too far backwards, you will fall backwards. Make sure that your arms are stretched out to the side of you and have your feet quite close together, hip distance apart. So yeah, you just want to really feel the edges on this one. So thanks for watching.